tonight. Nigeria attracts more investors in livestock sector as federal government delegates visit a Brazilian cattle ranch. Focus on empowering young people globally as the world marks 2025 Population Day. Correspondence on symbolic washing of the Kaaba, plus updates from the world of entertainment and sport. This is the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Ilorin. Good evening and welcome. I am Mutiat Olushola. In continuation of its quest to attract investors for the livestock sector, a Nigerian delegation has visited one of the cattle ranches of the world's biggest beef producer, JSB Group, for sightseeing. State House correspondent Musbah Dan Wahab reports that the delegation deployed by President Bola Tinubu said they are inspired and expressed the belief that the project is a possibility in Nigeria with the commitment of the current administration.
Beyond series of conference room discussions, this is another delegation to ascertain seriousness of a potential partnership. From the area view, the delegation, including governors of Ogun, Niger, and Benue states, had a sense of what to come.
Bago, you get work, you get serious work.
Touching ground on the J&F farm, a subsidiary of JBS Group located on the Araguaia Valley near Brasilia, the reality dawned on the delegation.
Look at this cow, they be like elephant too.
Sitting on 3,000 hectares of land in Aruana, this is not just a farmland, but a colony of cattle, and not just a business, but an economy of its own.
All the cattle is tagged individually, and we control everything through the tag. How many kilos they convert, how many days they are in the yard, about the health and the protocols, the vaccines, everything.
With majority of Nelore and a crossbreed of Angus and Nelore, about 95,000 cattle bred at a different location are brought here for proper feeding for 120 days.
It's 3 rounds because it's 120 days on feed. Go another group of cattle 120 days. Go and another 120. So you turn 3 eyes. So not 94,000 head of cattle times 3 eyes. So it's going to be about almost 300, 260, 250,000 head of cattle.
Under Pivot's irrigation system, crops are grown on the farm to replenish the silages of feed for the cattle.
It's not just the corn, it's
The leaves and everything.
In operation with progression spanning over 20 years, the company now has a record of global biggest exporter of beef.
This cattle here go to one of the largest beef plants that we operate here in Brazil, that is 60 kilometers from here, and we export this meat to everywhere. We export to Europe, we export to China, to South America, to the Middle East, to many different countries.
It's a demonstration of what the Fulani people are doing. They can be put here, food will be brought to them, and they are fattened and sold. And this is a cycle of 120 days. So you have 3 cycles in a year. The ecosystem is huge because you're going to be cropping corn, you're going to be cropping sorghum, you're going to be cropping sugarcane, grasses.
This is inspiring. It is inspiring.
Game changer.
This is where we need to be.
And it's going to change the entire ecosystem of our herdsmen. It's going to do away with prices,
Insecurity.
Security because of farmer-herder crisis. If you're able to have this ranching and have cattle in a controlled environment, it takes care of so many different things. It brings employment to our youth, as we know, industrialization, food security, because if we're able to produce all this protein, even a foreign exchange earner.
And now, with discussions between the company and the Nigerian government in final stages, the delegation leaves the Araguaia Valley with a renewed hope of the possibility of replicating these achievements in Nigeria. And until then, the cowboys say goodbye. In Aruana, Brazil, Musbah Dan Wahab, NTA News.
The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NELFund, has resumed disbursement of upkeep allowances to student beneficiaries who recently updated their bank details from digital wallet platforms to conventional commercial bank accounts. This move follows previous delays attributed to compatibility issues with digital-only banking services. The body describes the development as a major breakthrough in addressing the backlog of unpaid allowances, noting that over 3,600 affected students have now received their outstanding payment after completing the required update on the NELFund portal. Students experiencing similar issues have been advised to channel their complaints through the IT office of their respective institutions for prompt attention. NELFund affirming its commitment to inclusivity and transparency as the stated current resolution process is part of a broader strategy to improve the efficiency and student-focused delivery of its support services. And away from that story, World Population Day is observed globally on July 11th every year to raise awareness about population-related issues and their impact on the society. Abdullahi Elewetu reports that the theme of this year's celebration is empowering young people to create the families they want in a fair and hopeful world. His report.
Established by the United Nations in 1989, World Population Day highlights the importance of addressing population-related concerns such as reproductive health, family planning, gender equality, and sustainable development. The day also aims to promote understanding, collaboration, and innovative solutions to ensure a sustainable future for all nations. It serves as a platform for government, corporate organizations, and individuals to engage in meaningful dialogue and take decisive actions. Amzat Adeyi Lawansin, a resident of Ilorin, and others are of the opinion that to curb the rising population in Nigeria, governments at all levels must adopt effective birth control policies and provide adequate infrastructure to meet the needs of citizens.
Nigeria should start to educate its people. That's the most important thing. If you educate people, they will know the disadvantage and advantage of excess birth. Government will look and set up a special administration who should be in charge of birth control. Look at people sleeping on the street and all this, and you are bloating at an exponential rate. This population is increasing.
The importance of this World Population Day is promotes reproductive rights. By this, it emphasizes access to health care, family planning and education, particularly for youth and women. And thirdly, by empowering women and girls, it advocates for gender equality, women's empowerment, and informed decision making.
The world population is projected to reach 8.5 billion by the year 2030 and 9.7 billion by the year 2050, putting pressure on resources, infrastructure, and the environment. 2. To empowering young people, particularly in developing countries, is crucial for achieving sustainable development and addressing population-related challenges.
They need to provide shelters, protections, as well as employment.
Respondents also called on governments to create an enabling environment for investors to thrive as a way of tackling the socio-economic challenges associated with a growing population. Abdullahi Elewetu, NTA News.
Small and medium enterprises are vital to Nigeria's economy, significantly contributing to its gross domestic product and providing substantial employment opportunities for its teeming youth population. This report by Ahmad Fulani examines the importance of SMEs and how they are thriving in Kwara State. The report.
Small and medium enterprises are major employers, particularly for young people and women, absorbing a significant percentage of the workforce. In a country where white-collar jobs are not readily available, the roles of SMEs cannot be overemphasized as it creates jobs, thereby reducing poverty and improving living standards. In Kwara State, there is a large number of entrepreneurs who have different business engagements for their sustainability. One of them is Salamat Isa, who is specialized in making small chops and cocktails for occasions. She lamented the unfriendly business environment where she runs her business.
For every business owner, you expect that the economy will favor you, even if the people in it are actually not favoring you. But to an extent, I think the economy is dealing with both the consumers of your products and probably on a large scale, people that are in the events industry. Everybody is trying to cut costs. So I would not say we are doing very well at the moment. We are hoping for a better economy because, better economy means more money in the pockets of your consumers, more money for you to upscale your business as a business owner.
Like Salamat, Adebayo Jima and Kausarat Adewumi are two fashion designers within the Ilorin metropolis whose businesses depend on regular power supply to thrive, but the erratic power situation poses threat to their works. Aside that, high cost of other tailoring materials make them spend additional money with less profit recorded.
The tariff in electricity is very, very high these days, and it's affecting the business owners because if not for the mother are giving us 24 hours electricity, even apart from that, the electricity that they are providing, because they are collecting more money per month here, the electricity they are providing here depends on the tariff. So government should please and please, we are begging, we know it's not easy, but at least please reduce all these things to make everybody to be okay.
When I confirmed the amount it will cost me, I could not afford it because it ran into millions of naira. So if the government can subsidize this solar power for us, it will really assist our business to grow.
Meanwhile, the Kwara State government, through Kwara State Social Investment Program, KWASIP, says it is doing all its best to empower young entrepreneurs in the state to boost their businesses.
Our youths in the state, who one way or the other have this current content, oral content gift. All these skit makers, YouTubers, Facebookers, and all these people. Then until when they go to Lagos, before they could be able to achieve what they achieve. But today, people are coming from Lagos, from Abuja, from everywhere because of the sugar factory that was created, that was established. And today now, we can see our skit makers, the content creators, all these people, the social media influencers in the state, they are doing very well because there is a conducive environment for them.
SMEs are often at the forefront of innovation, driving technological advancements and creating new products and services. Governments at all levels are advised to provide the enabling environment to such businesses to thrive. Ahmed Fulani, NTA News.
The annual ceremonial washing of the Kaaba, Islam's holiest site located within the Grand Mosque in Mecca, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, was performed on Thursday in a tradition steeped in spiritual and historical significance. Prince Saud bin Mashal, Deputy Governor of Mecca, led the Ghusl Kaaba ceremony. Tope Alabi reports on this ceremonial washing of Islam's holiest site. The report.
The annual washing of the Kaaba is a significant ritual in Islam symbolizing purification and renewal. It is a tradition believed to have been started by the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and is carried out by the custodian of the two holy mosques or its representative. The ritual serves as a reminder of the Kaaba's central role in Islam and the importance of purity both internally and externally. The ceremony involves washing the interior walls and floor of the Kaaba with a special mixture of Zamzam and rose water along with other perfumes, especially perfuming the interior walls of the Kaaba with oud oil and the finest fragrances after entering through a special stairway installed for the occasion.
نعم أجر العاملين الذين صبروا وعلى ربهم يتوكلون.
This year's ceremony brings together senior Saudi officials, religious scholars and dignitaries from across the Muslim world, led by the Deputy Governor of Mecca, Prince Saud bin Mishal. The ritual serves as both a physical and spiritual gesture, echoing centuries of devotion to the sacred structure toward which over 1 billion Muslims face in daily prayer. It is a tradition held twice a year, once before the month of Ramadan and again in the early days of Muharram following Hajj, while only a selected few are permitted to attend the ceremony in person. Images and videos circulated globally allow millions to witness the act of devotion, transforming it into a shared moment of spiritual connection for the wider Muslim community. Tokbe Alabi, NTA News.
The need for Muslims to utilize whatever Allah has bestowed on them for the benefit of the entire Muslim Ummah was the focus of today's sermon, delivered by Imam Isa Unitada at the NURTW Jumat Mosque in Ilorin. Abdul Wahid Bibiri completes the report.
In his sermon, Imam Isa Unitada harped on the importance of sharing knowledge, wealth, and other endowments bestowed by Allah with loved ones and the society at large as a means of promoting unity in diversity among the citizens. The cleric emphasized that extending hands of assistance to the needy and less privileged in the society will reduce poverty and promote Islamic brotherhood. This sermon was followed by the performance of the 2 Rakat Jumat prayer. A cross-section of the worshippers described this sermon as educative.
They tell us that we should do the good thing. We should do the right thing at the right time. We should be able to give others whatever we have. It may be money, it may be food, it may be knowledge, it may be anything that can be able to be useful for others.
The message is unique. If we all understand today's sermon, everybody in the society will not suffer. Share what we have with him or her.
The Jumat service was attended by Muslim worshippers within and around Ilorin, the state capital. Abdul Wahid Bibiri, NTA News.
And now, entertainment. Grammy Award-winning singer Burna Boy has released his highly anticipated 8th studio album, No Sign of Weakness. James Wealth has this and more from the world of entertainment.
Project released on July 11, 2025 is Burna Boy's 8th album, marking another notable moment in his illustrious career. In the album, Burna Boy addressed all forms of weakness, whether personal or perceived, while announcing his intentions to continue blazing the trail. The album packed 16 tracks with guest appearances from global stars like Stromae, Travis Scott, Mick Jagger, and Shabonzi. Following the release of No Sign of Weakness, Burna Boy will be embarking on a tour of North America where he will be headlining several notable venues in the United States and Canada. In another story, Nollywood actress and social advocate Iyabo Ojo has responded to disturbing viral videos in which a group of men publicly wished her death and accused her of derailing the pursuit of justice for late singer Mohbad. In a lengthy and heartfelt statement shared on Instagram, Ms. Ojo addressed the threats and clarified her role in the Justice for Mohbad movement. She revealed that she had been invited by the Nigerian Police Force National Cybercrime Center in Abuja regarding petition filed against her alleging cyberbullying and false accusations relating to the controversial death of the 27-year-old artist. James Wealth, NTA News.
And on sport. Super Eagles of Nigeria dropped 1 position in the latest men's ranking released by the Federation of International Football Association FIFA. Here is the rest of the reports by James Wealth.
The ranking was updated on FIFA's website on Thursday. Previously ranked 43rd, the Super Eagles are now in 44th position. They, however, rose up 1 position in Africa, moving from 6th to 5th position. With the full support of the National Sport Commission (NSC), Nigeria's under-19 women's basketball team, Junior the Tigress, have arrived in Czech Republic to begin their campaign at the FIBA Under-19 Women's World Cup, scheduled to tip off this weekend. Drawn into Group B, the team will begin their tournament on Saturday, July 12, with a challenging fixture against China. The second group game follows on Sunday, July 13, against Canada before wrapping up group play against Portugal on Tuesday, July 15. In a statement, the Director General of the National Sports Commission, Honorable Bukola Olopade, encouraged the team ahead of their first game. James Wealth, NTA News.
Now let's take a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. And that was all we have for you on the news tonight from the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Ilorin. I am Mutiat Olushola. Thank you for watching and have a restful weekend. Good night.
For more news and programs, you can visit our website at www.ntailorin.com.ng. Download the NTA Ilorin app from Google Play Store on your Android devices. You can also watch our news on NTA Ilorin YouTube channel.